Ladies and gentlemen, it is a sad, sad day. The NFL world is in mourning from the loss of a tremendous athlete. Now, this happened a couple of days ago, probably yesterday to be exact, but now I'm reacting to it today. And nobody died, that's not what we're talking about, but we are talking about the retirement of a legendary quarterback. Played for a few teams, the 49ers, the Chiefs, the football team. You may know him as one broken leg Alex Smith. That is right. Alex Smith has announced his retirement officially from the NFL. It's a sad day. The world is mourning the loss of a tremendous quarterback. A Hall of Fame talent like Alex Smith will no longer grace our TV screens every Sunday. It's a sad, horrible day to be a football fan. I'm just kidding. I don't care. Yes, Alex Smith he was a good quarterback. He was never anything special. Alex Smith was a system guy. He did fine for what he needed to do. He did have one good year in 2017 for the Kansas City Chiefs. That's about it. Other than that, Alex Smith was just a guy. He was just a quarterback in the NFL. He was nothing great. He wasn't going to lose you a game. He wasn't going to be the reason you won a game, and he wasn't going to be the reason you lost a game. He was just a guy. He could throw the ball the right way, he could put it in the right location, and he could get you down the field. Yes, he has an inspirational story, and it's unbelievable that he broke his leg. He had the Theismann injury, where he just broke his leg in every which way direction. Nobody ever thought he would walk again. There was even thought that they would have to cut his leg off. That's how bad it was. It was infected and it was bad. That's how bad it was. They almost cut his leg off. And yet he recovered. He fought through all the pain, all the trauma, all the intensive therapies, and he came back. And he stepped onto a football field again this past season, and he started a game for the Washington football team. That is true inspiration, and nobody can ever take that away from him. That was a truly inspiring moment. It even almost brought a tear to my eye. It didn't, because I'm made of stone. But still, it almost did. And yes, nobody can ever take that away from him. He made an inspiring moment for all of NFL fans to remember forever. He won, didn't he win the Comeback Player of the Year this year? And all that's great. But it boils down to one major question. I know people don't like to talk about this. We talked about this with Julian Edelman. We talk about this with all retired players that are of this level. Is Alex Smith deserving of the Hall of Fame? Does he get his bust in Canton? In my opinion, and probably in most NFL fans and most NFL higher-ups, in their opinions as well, I would assume they'd agree with me. I don't think that he does. Alex Smith is not a Hall of Fame level quarterback. He had the one good season in 2017, like we mentioned. But other than that season, Alex Smith is just a guy. And guys that are just guys don't get in the Hall of Fame. He didn't do anything special. He was never the best quarterback in the league at any point in his career. He was never a top 2, top 3, top 4 quarterback in the league. He came into a time when there was Brady and Breeze and Manning, both Mannings, and Phillip Rivers and Roethlisberger and all these good quarterbacks when he was in the league. And yeah, that's a tough thing to do. But those guys were on that list. Those guys made it. So why couldn't Alex Smith? He's just a guy. I know that seems harsh because he just retired and we're supposed to like look back on his career fondly and stuff, but he's not a Hall of Famer. Alex Smith is not a Hall of Fame level player. It's just that simple. It boils down to just that. If we take a look at the raw stats, he is just not good enough to make the Hall of Fame. He's a good quarterback. You will look on his career fondly. You will look back and say, "Oh, those were some good times." I remember Alex Smith. He was a good quarterback, but he's not a Hall of Famer. And I know that the NFL in recent past has kind of gotten away from the best of the best that gets in the Hall of Fame. They've kind of put in some guys that are on the border, more likely leaning toward the guys that are average, that above average, that get into the Hall of Fame, that probably don't really deserve to get into the Hall of Fame, but they do anyway. So I wouldn't really put Alex Smith in that category. I would put him in just the average quarterbacks that aren't ever going to get in the Hall of Fame, but they had a great career. He should be happy with what he's done in his career. He had this inspiring moment coming back on the field. Nobody ever thought he would ever walk again, and yet he's playing football. So I commend him for doing that. I appreciate what he's done for the league. I appreciate the inspiring moments that he's done, and I hope that he continues to inspire and do all this great work. But he is not a Hall of Fame level quarterback. He's not even a Hall of Fame level player. It's just that simple. And I'm sorry if this is being harsh. I'm not trying to be harsh. I'm just laying out the straight facts that Alex Smith's not a Hall of Fame quarterback. He's never had a tremendous season back-to-back. He's never really even had that one great season. 2017 was good, but you can't put a guy in off of one season. And what he did on the football team before his injury was fine. What he did in San Francisco was all right. He was never the guy. He was never destined to be the best quarterback in the league. And so it's tough to say, but somebody's got to say it. He's not a Hall of Fame quarterback. And I know that you guys may argue that in the comments, and I wish that you would argue. Tell me why Alex Smith, in your opinion, would be a Hall of Fame level quarterback in the comments down below. I don't think that he is. He's just not. But I would be curious to see what you guys think down below. Make sure to smash that like button, notification bell, and the subscription button as well. Join the Juice Club. We're on the road to 400 subscribers, so help me get there by smashing that subscribe button. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.